Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Welcome to Debra's Journey. Hi, my name is Debra, and on this channel, I cashed up, I budget, which is what I'm doing right now, and I also am on a journey to pay off a $50,000 student loan debt. I hope you consider joining my family. And to all my returning friends, thank you so much for coming back and watching my video. I appreciate you all. So for the month of May, can you believe we are halfway, or at least almost halfway through the year? It is unbelievable. But I thought I'd set some goals for May and just share with you what my plans are. So my first goal, I am going to be paying my car tags. Those are due at the end of the month. So I want to make sure that that item is listed. I believe I'm going to be paying about $330 for the total. The second goal is to increase my savings in my sinking fund for my taxes. I have had a sinking fund for taxes for a few years now. However, this past year, I did not have enough money and I ended up putting some money to the tune of about $900 on a credit card. So I am not happy about that. And of course, I'm going to have to really work hard to get that paid off. But I do know that if I save more money, I'll have more money if I need it. So that is my plan, to increase the amount I save for taxes. The third goal is to possibly refinance my student loan. So I'm going to be looking into that and I will keep you updated. Number four, I want to increase my steps. I'm really trying to walk more and to do something to help me with my exercise. I don't have a lot of time to exercise, but I know that walking doesn't take a lot of effort. So that's something I want to work on. And I will try to get that taken care of and do it at least 4 days a week. So that is my goal for the month of May. And then my fifth goal is to start some minor home repairs. Nothing big, but I do have little things that I have been kind of putting off, and I'm just tired of kind of looking at them. You know, you look at something and you want it done, and so this is the time it needs to be done. And then my final goal is to continue to read through the Bible. I am reading the Old Testament. I am reading the book of Kings now. I just finished First and Second Samuel, and I'm using the New Living Translation. I love it because it's more like they're telling you a story, and you can really follow along better. So that is my goals for the month of May. I'm sure I'm going to have more, but for now, this is what I'm working with. Let's get into the budget, guys. Okay, so for the month of May, I am going to be budgeting $10,250. That includes my payroll, my 9 to 5 job, any sinking funds I have to pull from, any savings challenges that I'm going to be using, and extra. All of that totals up to what I'm budgeting. And then rollover funds include any money that I'm pulling from my checking account. And so I'm going to be using $225. So my total income is $10,475. That is what I'm budgeting. All right. And if you're new to my channel, my family size is 3 people. Myself, I have a teenage son, and my father, who lives with me part-time. Now, he has his retirement. He takes care of his own expenses, but he does stay with me, and I do make sure the meals are taken care of and any of those other items. And of course, I don't want to forget my little fur baby. So that is my family. All right, so let's go to fixed expenses. So for housing and utilities, I'm going to be expected to spend $1,805 for the month. For giving, for tithes, offering, any of that, I don't share the amount. I just leave it here as a line item so that you know, and I know that this is something I definitely have in my budget. It's just not included in this overview. All right, car insurance. Now, I noticed my car insurance went up this month. Now, it's only $10, but still, there seems to always be an increase in everything. When do these debts or these obligations ever go down? Does anyone know? All right, let's move on. Spectrum Internet, $75 for that. Life insurance, that's for 2 policies for myself, $67. My direct TV, my TV service, $80. The Xbox fee is for a subscription. It's for my son. He does pay me for it, and that's $7.99. I have my Sirius XM. That's my satellite radio in my vehicle. That is $8.50. I have Apple storage and Apple Care. Storage is, well, it's $2.99. I just put $3. And then my Apple Care or my iPhone is $11.50. I have Google memberships, and that's $12. My son's cell phone is $55. He pays me for his phone. And then I have 2 cell phones. I have an Android and I have an iPhone. And so I pay $144 a month for those 2 phones. So my total fixed expenses are $2,403.99. All right, so let's get to the variable expenses. So groceries, I am going to keep this at $700. I think this is a good mark of what I usually spend. My grocery budget has increased because my father does stay with me. So that's why I brought this amount up. And food prices are just a lot more than they used to be. So I think I can manage the $700. If I happen to spend less, then I will adjust this. But for the time being, I'm going to keep it at this amount. Personal money, I give myself $150 to do whatever I want with. And so that's just my allowance. Gasoline, I am kind of at a 400, 425 range. I have been spot on with that amount. So I'm going to keep it at this amount. Our gas prices have gone up. It just seemed like over the last month or so, we're paying about $5.30 per gallon. And I think that is a lot more than we were paying a couple of months ago. But at this point, that's what we have to pay. And that is on the lower end, I believe. So hopefully, as summer progresses, the prices will drop, but I'm not holding my breath, okay? All right, the next category is medical expenses. I will be having to pay for a couple of prescriptions. Those need to be refilled. That's going to be $12. My freeway service, Fast Track, I'm going to budget $20. I do have a birthday coming up this month, so I'm going to be budgeting $100 for that. Yard maintenance, so I have monthly yard maintenance now, and this person comes and they just trim the bushes, and they certainly make sure the weeds are gone. So it's well worth it, and so that's $50. I have home repair projects this month, so this is a line item that I'm budgeting, and I'm setting aside $1,000 just in case I need all of that money to do those minor repairs. I'm hoping it's not going to be a whole lot more and I have to double the amount. But again, prices are so much more than they used to be that it's just very hard to stay on a small budget for anything. But fingers crossed, I can stay within this dollar amount. My car tags are due, and so I will be paying about $330 for that. And those are due annually and towards the end of May for me. I have house cleaning, and so I'm going to be budgeting $100. So I did have my 1,500 subscriber giveaway announcement in the month of April, and I am now going to be getting ready to announce the winners. I have set aside $250, so hang tight. That video is coming. For eating out, I'm going to be budgeting $200. That seems to work well. I have been, dabbling around that number for each month. So I think I'm going to keep it there. And then for my buffer, or I should just say any miscellaneous funds I need, $150. And that would include anything that is non-food related that I'm going to be spending money out of my budget for. So my total variable expenses are $3,487. So moving on to debt. My Discover credit card, I am going to send $200 to that card. Sam's Club credit card, $450 is the payment I'll make. My Wells Fargo credit card. Now this card really only had a small amount, but unfortunately, I have more debt after tax time because it's all estimated, and I'm always hoping I'm gonna either have the exact amount or less. But this time around, it was a lot more. So I am going to have to now focus on some more credit card debt payoff because I really hate having a lot of credit card debt. It's bad enough you have one credit card, but now I have the 3 cards. So I need to really amp up what I'm putting towards my credit card debt. I have a car payment for $550 a month. My student loan, I'm going to budget $1,000, and my personal loan, $302.30. I believe I have about 8 or 9 more payments on the personal loan, and then I will be finished with that debt. Expected to spend for the month is $2,677.30. Okay, so for my investments, I am going to be sending $50 to Vanguard, $25 to SoFi. Fidelity is going to get $50, my M1 Finance, $100, my Roth IRA, $200. So total investments is $425. And then my savings accounts, I'm sending $300 to savings, my envelope challenge, and that's for my 100 envelope challenge. I am going to be budgeting 100. I'm also, I believe, almost finished with a couple of savings challenges that will go towards my 100 envelope challenge. So that's exciting because then I get to stuff those envelopes and get closer towards finishing that challenge. So my total savings is $400 for the month. And then my sinking funds, I moved my challenges to sinking funds because I feel like they are more aligned with sinking funds than actual savings. Because a lot of times it's for different purposes and mostly to pay things or for debt. So I just think it fits better in that category. So $375 for my challenges this month, and my lifesaver funds, my sinking funds, I'm budgeting $700. I did increase this because I'm adding more money to my taxes sinking fund. So that is why that amount is more. So my total for that account for savings challenges and lifesaver fund, $1,075. So that is my budget. How did I do? And my total amount that I'm expected to spend is $10,468.29. So I want to thank everybody for joining me today. I hope your budget and your month goes well. I hope everything goes according to plan. If you have not started your budget, it is not too late. Go ahead, you can write it down or you can use a spreadsheet, whatever is simple and whatever works best for you. And to all those graduates out there, congratulations, whether it's high school or college or even grade school, we just want to say congratulations. And I hope that you have a wonderful month of May, and we will talk soon. Take care. Bye.